Okay, good morning, everyone. We will be starting the class where we left on Sunday. So we practiced the listening item type on Sunday, and almost we finished all the listening item type except two. So those two we will be practicing today, and we will be starting the class with those two items. The class is provided by CECA. The class is free of the cost, and you do not have to pay anything to attend the classes. So same implements to the PTE class, IELTS class, and NATI classes for Urdu, Hindi, Punjabi, and Nepalese, right? And besides that, as you can see on the screen, we do provide the lowest price in OSHC. We do have the scholarship if anybody is after the admission to university or any courses, and up to 25% we can manage that much of scholarship. And then there is a migration counseling which is free of the cost, same implements to the education counseling. And if anybody is on a visitor visa and want to convert it into the student visa, so this facility is also provided. And there is a free counseling to Canada migration. If you want to assess that option and want to see if it's how's that working, so this is also one thing you can do. And besides that, there is a free eligibility check on Canada migration, right? So Canada migration, if you're after that, you can assess your document, you can call on this given number for any of the service I mentioned here today. And if any other class than this you want to attend that class, you can simply use this number, contact on this number, and you can have the your piece of information, right? And starting with the class today, so the first item type, as we left with the listening item types, so moving to the listening again. So we discussed that listening is 45 to 57 minutes. And let me see how many are there from the Sunday class. It's only you, Kimberly, right? And other are here for the weekday class only, right? Fine, good. So the listening is 45 to 57-minute task. It's the part three, the last thing of the exam, right? And before that, there will be a 10-minute break. That's an optional break. And if you just entering in the examination center when you will be starting your exam, you always stick for this break. And because this gonna help you to just have that time to relax your mind, because it's a long lengthy session you have done before that. That's speaking, writing, and reading. So listening, it needs concentration. Just a sec. Because it's all about, it needs concentration because it's all about how well you are listening the played audios. It will be a session including all the audios in it, right? So it's very important you take that break. And these are the question type in it. And remember that, like, time, you should not be spending too much time on any question. So this first question is an individual time question. That means you will be getting 10 minutes for the summarized spoken text, right? Besides that, all the other question, there won't be any individual time. So whatever time the audio is playing, suppose that's the time you are having for that question, right? When audio is finished, so how much time you are consuming on every question, so that's the time you have to manage. Maybe you're just spending 15 seconds, maybe you're spending 30 seconds, that's it. Maybe you're spending a minute on any question, maybe, right? So that should be the time you're spending on, and you have to practice all the item types to see how well you are managing your time, and you're finishing off the right from dictation question within the given time frame. And if it overs early, then definitely you won't be having any extra, just a sec, minute to complete the questions, right? So these 8 item types are there: summarize spoken text till right from dictation, right? And the first and 8th item type, they will be the first and the last one only always. But the second to 7, the 6 item type in between, they can be you see, they can be like maybe you get the select missing word before the multiple choice question, you get the highlight incorrect word before the filling in the blank. So the order can be shuffled for these 6 item types, but summarize spoken text will be the first always, and write from dictation will be the last, so that you can know now this is the ending of the section, right? So today we will be starting practicing summarize spoken text. So here, as you can see, after listening to a recording, you have to write a summary of 50 to 70 words, right? And after that, we'll be moving to the writing as well. Just a sec, let me plug this up. Okay, so after listening to a recording, you have to write a summary, 50 to 70 words, right? Your skills gonna assess listening and writing. The prompt length will be 60 to 90 seconds, right? So this is the time the audio will be played, and your two skills are getting credit here. Listening, of course, this is a listening item type, and beside listening, the writing itself, right? So the writing, how? Because you are writing your response for this question, so that's how your writing skills are getting marked. So you have 10 minutes to write the summary. So when the lecture is finished, after that, the 10-minute timer will start, right? So you have to write 50 to 70 words for this. 50 to 70 words. You must not write, you're not able to listen anything. Uh, is there everyone else can listen me, right?
Yes, ma'am, I can hear you.
Okay, everyone else can listen me, right?
Right.
Yes.
Okay, so uh, Ravi, so what you do, you log in again, I mean, just join in again. Sometime it works like that. Okay, join in again and join with computer audio if you are on phone, right? Computer audio. Okay. You have to write minimum 50 words and your word should not be more than 70. This is the given format. You need to be somewhere between that, maybe 60, 65, 69 words, exact 70 word. Like, yes, you can write, but you should not write less than 50. Your word count should not be 49, and your word count at the same way, your word count should not be more than 70. Is there why this is saying Kimberly, can you look into the PTA group right now, Kimberly?
Yes, ma'am.
Is this the link I am using today? It starts with, let just a second, guy. There is a student trying to join in.
Can I send the link again, ma'am?
Yes, can you please do that? Send the link to
Yeah,
her.
give me a second. I'll do
Yeah,
that.
and yeah, it's the same link we all are using. And all right. Yeah, send it in to her. I guess this is the same I sent, right? And I don't know why she's not able to use it. You send it and send a message as well,
Give me a second.
like kindly use this one, right? Thank you very much. So the box will be given to you to write your answer, and beneath the box there will be three options: cut, copy, and paste. And I usually tell you, when there is a writing thing, when you are doing something in written, you are writing your response in a written way, then kindly use these options for their respective purposes, right? Cut, copy, and paste. Rather than using the backspace key, use these options, right? So delete, backspace, don't use those, like, till the time it's possible. Try to use these three. And the box will be having just like that. The box will be having on one side, like this will be the box, and of course here you will be able to type, not this small, this will be big. So here at the bottom, here will be the word count, how many word you have written. Here in the this side, like right hand side beneath, here will be the time left. So 10, 9, 8, this is how the countdown timer will be telling you how much time you have left with and how much words you have written already. And it is important that you are not exceeding the time limit, because you have to write, the notes you have taken, according to that you have to write the summary as well. You have to maybe edit it as well, and you have to do the proofreading for sure as well, right? For all these things you got 10 minutes, right? So when you're taking notes, when you're listening the audio, what you are doing on the erasable note booklet, you are writing down the notes, and what you are writing, the main points, right? And it's not only that you are taking the main points only, and the one who are refer briefly to the essential supporting points, right? So these two things, like if suppose some lecture is about the solar system, right, and they are talking about the two planets in that, and for those two planets they are saying the one is having this sort of requirements or the nature, other is having this sort of nature, right? And then the recent discovery held which believe this is also to be true in recent coming years, right? So you see, this information is like the main points of the lecture: the solar system, two planets, one having this nature, other having this feature, future, this is going to be one thing to be true, right? Scientists are working on that, there is a theory applied, right? So you see, maybe besides that there will be a lot of description as well, but these are the main points of a lecture. So this is how we have to design out, or we have to take out what are the main points, and we have to take notes for them. But yes, of course, whatever you can write at that moment, you should be writing that. And as I told you in the retail lecture, always take note in a flowchart way, right? That means write one, maybe you have written something and it should be followed by the other thing, right? And other than that, still not able to listen. Are you there in the group right now? Maybe turn up the volume of the system you are using. Okay. I don't know what's the wrong with that girl. I cannot. Okay, I need to send you the message, right? Join with computer radio. I don't know why it's not working for you, Ravi, but maybe it's like what you can do? Change the phone, maybe, I mean, try to log in with the phone, or
You
maybe just, yeah,
I think Ravi can't open their audio. This is
open the
disconnected
audio.
audio, I think.
Yeah, because you cannot see his audio button only.
Mic, yeah,
Yeah,
even
yeah.
I can't see the mic, and I'm not able to send her the message as well.
So I think he needs to do it through phone or some other thing.
Maybe join with phone or laptop or vice versa. Change device and use headphones, maybe. Okay. So when you're taking notes, try to write it in a flowchart way, and always use the sign language, the symbol language, or any abbreviation forms you can use. Abbreviation forms like, suppose if I have to write supporting. So rather than writing the full word, because that will consume a lot of time, so write SUPPNING hyphen ING. So this is how you can develop or design your own abbreviation for forms for many words, right? When you are practicing, this is very important, guys, that you are having a lot of abbreviation forms for you that you understand. Maybe I don't understand, doesn't matter, but you are able to read those notes or from the abbreviated form perfectly. So you see, you will be able to actually take out so much of information from the lecture, right? So it is important that you develop some for you. Maybe you're taking notes, do not try to write the full word, because we are very much habitual. I know that this is the case with me, or maybe with the many of us, that we try to write the full word when we are taking notes, right? So the more you are taking the notes in a abbreviated forms, right, the more notes you will be able to take, the more information you're able to write from the lecture. And of course that will help you to make a good summary, a perfect answer, and getting more marks on the content part, right? Because you see, there is one thing, content, that we getting score in the listening, and besides the content, the written structure, the sentence structure, the vocabulary used, or the grammar used, and the spellings you have written in that, on punctuation you followed or not. All these things we getting score for the writing credit we getting for that, like the partial credit for the writing. So content, you can increase that content with the help of abbreviated form written for the note taking strategy, right? And this is the template. So it says the speaker was discussing about dash in a sophisticated manner. So whatever the topic of the lecture, what the topic, let's suppose about solar system. So we have written that he or she, depending on what sort of a speaker, male or female speaker. So he, male, we are using he, female, of course, she, primarily emphasized on. So what he primarily emphasized on, two planets named as Jupiter and Venus, right? Additionally, she not only highlighted the essential feature and nature, but also mentioned that they both sharing this particular quality together, right? The auditor further stressed on the future, in the future it will be gonna happen like this, right? Finally, it is concluded that the lecture provided crucial information about planets Jupiter and Venus of the solar system characteristics, right? So you see, the lecture I just gave example of, right? I just try to fix those points whatever I'm having with you in these spaces, and this is how you are fixing the words or phrases here in these spaces. Doesn't matter, some student, you see, if you are a student who just want a 7 band, like 65 plus only, so maybe you are writing one or two words picked up from the lecture in these spaces, which actually adds up to the meaning of the sentence. Very important, because if you're not following that, if you just fixing the word but it is not adding up to the meaning of the sentence, you are not getting good marks in the written discourse, because your sentence will be imparting no sense, right? So you can even fix with the word and make a good sentence, definitely providing a good meaning. And besides that, maybe here I'm just fixing one word, but here I'm adding a phrase, right? Here also I'm adding a phrase, here word, here phrase, and here also a phrase, right? So that depends how well you are developed your note taking strategy and how well you have taken the notes down. Now this is the template is helpful. You want to use it, definitely use it. You want to just want to go your own way, for sure you can go your own way, frame your own sentences, but remember that your sentences need to be grammatically correct, right? All the punctuation need to be followed. Here, full stop. After every connector, there should be a comma placed, right? Every sentence finishing off with the sentence. Every sentence starting with the capital letter. I know these are very minor details I'm telling here, but these are quite important because they will give you mark in punctuation parameter and that will add up to your writing score. You see, the PTE, the minor things, they are having a lot of weightage, right? So if you are using this sentence, because normally I get answer with this template, the students use this sentence. Additionally, she not only highlighted dash but also mentioned that this sentence means this thing is not only taken into account but also they have added this piece of information. So this sentence means that. So if you adding something here in the sentence, so this sense should be imparted from it, never use in some any other way, because this is not only but also is a grammatical combination which comes together in a sentence when we want to mention, like, this piece is not true of the information, but also this is also an additional benefit, right? This is sort of how we use this combination. So here I'll be making you hear one lecture quickly. Give me a second. Give me a second, I'm just doing that. Okay. So you know that we have 10 minutes for this answer. We have to write 50 to 70 words, and I won't be doing much of these questions because I know you guys have to type a lot. But yes, it definitely doesn't mean that we will be doing at least 2 questions for this session as well. And I am playing an audio. Okay, right. You have to take down the notes, right? So be ready with your notepads and pen pencils so that you can write down the notes. And after that, using the template given, I'll be giving you 10 minutes and you are typing in the answer where you are typing it in the chat box and sending it to me. And I'll be just looking at it, how much you got in the content right, and how well you have written your response in the written way, like for all the parameters of the writing. All right. So your recording will be starting in another 7 seconds because that's the time you will be having before the recording start. So be ready to take notes. Should I press the play button?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So this is I'm doing right now. So 7 seconds it says, and starting now.
You've got sound receptors in your ear and they are beautiful. We're not going to talk about them at any length, but there's little flappy, these little spiky things going along in your ear and they can translate vibrational energy coming from your ear, hurting your eardrum, being translated into a vibration into the fluid in your ear, into a physical motion of these little receptors there, into an electrical motion, into an electrical signal that goes into your ear. So, all of that's pretty impressive stuff. We are not going to talk about the details of it, but I invite some of you who want to learn more about this, particularly MIT students, I think find receptors really quite remarkable kinds of devices.
So have you taken notes? Or anybody want to listen the lecture again?
Ma'am, I want to listen it again.
Okay, so I'm playing it to, okay, this won't be case an exam for sure, but yeah, we are practicing and I want you to actually understand how fast you need to take notes, right? So that's why I'm playing it twice, but this won't be the case. In the exam, it will be played once. Every recording will be played once and final. Okay, this is I'm playing again for you.
You've got sound receptors in your ear and they are beautiful. We're not going to talk about them at any length, but there's little flappy, these little spiky things going along in your ear and they can translate vibrational energy coming from your ear, hurting your eardrum, being translated into a vibration into the fluid in your ear, into a physical motion of these little receptors there, into an electrical motion, into an electrical signal that goes into your ear. So, all of that's pretty impressive stuff. We are not going to talk about the details of it, but I invite some of you who want to learn more about this, particularly MIT students, I think find receptors really quite remarkable kinds of devices.
All right. So this is the lecture, and as per you have taken notes, write your answer in the chat box. Keep in mind the word limit. So it's not that you directly typing into the chat box. Go to the Word document, Word pad, Notepad. No, not the Word document, Microsoft Word document. No. Go to the Notepad, type your answer there, then copy it. First, paste here in the chat box. After that, paste that in the Word document and see how many mistakes are highlighted by the red color. Spelling, grammar, spacing, and sentence formation, right? So other than that, I'll be looking at your answers here as well. So I have given you 10 minutes. 1 minute has already passed. So 10:48. By then, your answers need to be there in the chat box. We are doing summarize spoken text. the students who just joined in, the student, right? So you have to now wait for a second because the audio is already played. So the next lecture you will be doing along with us, and of course the next item type as well. So just bear for another 10 minutes so that I can just check all the answers here. And if you heard the second time, then probably you have taken notes, and if not, just bear few minutes. I'll be playing next lecture and you can take notes and we can start off with the next item types. So just bear. 6 minutes left. Okay, I got one answer, Kimberly. Thank you. Just looking at it. Give me a second. Okay, Kimberly, as per the answer you have given me, I'm reading it now. Okay. This- Okay, yes, it's 61 words, Kimberly. And the points you have picked up, they are the keynotes. Yes. And just like one keynote is missing, that I'll just tell you. Let me hear the questions. I'll read the questions, right? Besides that, yes, it got all the other keynotes. Grammar wise, fine. Spelling, fine. And the punctuation is followed. So it's a good answer.
Thank you, ma'am.
And Selena, you have to tell me the word count as well. So Word document, paste it, and you will get the word count. Okay. Mm-hmm. Vibrational. I'm reading, Selena, your answer, right? The speaker was discussing with highlighted the physical, the, not on. Okay, so Selena, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 keynotes almost out of 6, I would say. So this is nice, but yes, I guess the words are not. How much word these are, Selena? Can you please count that for me?
Yes, 53 only.
53 only, yes. And we can still add 1 or 2 sentences here. So I'll tell you what you can add, and maybe this is the note you have taken.
Yeah, actually, I couldn't take proper note. So
All
I
right.
just finished it, whatever I have mentioned. I had taken only 4-5 words and I just mentioned in that.
All right. All right. Okay. Just a second. No worries. What this is? What's the ID? Okay. Okay, but I'll come back to your answer before reading others. I'll tell you what you can add here.
Okay, sure, sure, ma'am.
Okay, Shiza, your word is exactly 70, but definitely you won't be able to, I guess, type before after this. Little things. Very nice, Shiza. This is very nice. Almost having everything. So obviously you
I
don't have more words. I think you feel
yeah,
you are still able to
I
write one more sentence.
yeah, I have one more key point, but it is already 70
Yeah,
words.
that's only what you have not added, but I can clearly understand just because of the word count.
Yeah, remarkable kind of devices thing I want to add, but
Yes, yes, exactly. That's the last one.
yeah.
And this is perfect, right?
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, all right. Anyone else is typing in? So tell me so that I can wait. Hello, anyone else is typing? Okay, got 3. I received your answer. Was discussing about the year and just kindly count on the words. I think they are less. Which translate vibration into sound? Physical motion. It's physical motion. Got 3? It's physical motion, right?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, how many words are there? Got 3.
58.
Exactly 58 sure. Or you counting it or you have pasted it into Word?
I counted.
Okay, if you are working on a computer system laptop, then kindly paste in the Word, Microsoft Word document and see
Okay,
how
ma'am.
many words. How many words? Sorry. Anyone else is typing in? Okay, let's talk about the answer here. So Kimberly, as per your answer, every point is there except the last, as I said.
That remarkable thing, yeah.
No, there is that you can write, but you have to add one more detail with that. At the end, instead of talking about details of it, he invited MIT students to have a closer look of receptors. MIT students to have a closer look of the receptors, and they will find it very remarkable. That's how it is. It is need to be said if it's going to be added in, right?
Okay, ma'am. Yeah.
So this one is the only missing, and other than that, I can find yes, good points. Selena, so you have given this answer. This is fine, but it's like rather okay. The first thing, the receptors, they named it as little and spiky things, right? Little and spiky things, and then the next point is that in our ear they can translate the vibrational energy of the sound in our eardrum to the physical motion, right? Definitely vibrational energy, you given that point, physical motion also. And impressive stuff here, I can understand that this is the point you are having only, but this is one thing you can write in place of that, that they can translate the sound energy of sound in our eardrum to the physical motion. And then what happened, so impressive stuff, place of this you can write, then it is converted into an electrical signal, right? An MIT student, yes, stressed on the MIT student to have a closer look of receptors. And then maybe you can conclude it saying that the students will be finding it very remarkable. So this will become a complete answer on the content part as well. And Shiza, your answer I already told you. And okay, there is one more, Pavan. Okay, Pavan, I'll be reading your answer after Gothri. So Gothri, your answer is like discussing about the ear and its receptors. So better we pick up the word sound receptors, right? And this is not an important piece of information. How beautiful it is, right? This is an just a additional information, but we focusing on the main points, expressing main key details, right?
Okay, ma'am.
So, okay. And additionally, she mentioned that the spiky little things which translate vibration into sound. She highlighted that physical motion of the, you can say, of the sound, right? That's
Okay.
much written. Finally, concluded that as a, no, I'm not as a IT person, concluded that she invited MIT student to have a closer look of the receptor, and and she believed that they will find it very remarkable, right? This is how you can finish it off, right? And Pavan, your answer, the speaker was discussing about the vibrational energy in a sophisticated way. Okay, so basically this is not about vibrational energy, this is about sound receptors, right? She primarily emphasized on two motion of energy, physical motion and electrical motion. Okay, fair enough. She not only highlighted electrical motion but also mentioned the remarkable devices that is made by the IT students. Finally, it is concluded that the lecture provided crucial information, that is vibration energy. All right. So the answer is Pavan and everyone else. Sound receptors are little flappy and spiky things that we have in our ear that can translate the vibrational energy of the sound in our eardrum to the physical motion. And after that, it is converted to an electrical signal. At the end, instead of talking about details of it, he invited MIT students to have a closer look of receptors, and they will find it very remarkable, right? So all in all, your points have the notes in that. Some are having all, some are having few, some are just 1 or 2 points short, but this is the how your content need to be, and grammatical wise your answers are all correct. Okay, one more lecture. Let me find what I'm making you here now. Not this one. Okay, so I'll make you hear this lecture now once again. So be ready to take notes, to write in the notebooks, and this is the last piece of the practice for this item type. And kindly send answer. It is for everyone, right? So it will be playing in 10 seconds now. Be ready to take notes. It's saying 7 seconds now. Okay, playing now.
Haussmann's renovation of Paris was a vast public works program commissioned by Emperor Napoleon III and directed by his prefect of the Seine, Georges Eugene Haussmann, between 1853 and 1870. It included the demolition of medieval neighborhoods that were deemed overcrowded and unhealthy by officials at the time, the building of wide avenues, new parks and squares, the annexation of the suburbs surrounding Paris, and the construction of new sewers, fountains and aqueducts. Haussmann's work met with fierce opposition, and he was finally dismissed by Napoleon III in 1870, but work on his projects continued until 1927. The street plan and distinctive appearance of the center of Paris today is largely the result of Haussmann's renovation. In the middle of the 19th century, the center of Paris was overcrowded, dark, dangerous, and unhealthy.
Okay, 10:56. You got 10 minutes from now to write down your answer for this. Okay, so just type in your response and send in the chat box. And if okay, all are the one. After this, we'll be doing the next item type and moving to next module. 10:56. So you have 2 minutes. Yeah, 2 minutes. 4. No, you have 4 minutes. Okay, one answer. From Selena. Okay, I'm just reading on it. Give me a second. Okay, Selena, as per your answer. So the speaker was discussing about 1870. Okay, she primarily emphasized on Napoleon. She not only highlighted. All right. Time taken for renovation. So okay, this is some sort of overall, if I say, okay, so you got few things, but yes, as I can see, the main notes not there, right? But yeah, it's talking about the same thing, but not exactly the same keynotes, right? So the words, I am afraid they are more, no, they won't be. They will be somewhere around 60 around. Words are fine, grammar is fine, but of course the content is not up to the mark. So I'll be just saying the real answer as well and playing the lecture once again quickly so that you can hear lecture and compare the notes. And got 3, the speaker was talking about the horse. It's not houseman. Yeah, the pronunciation is same, but the spellings are different, and the spellings are, I'm typing in, and remember this one, if it's going to be your repeated question in exam, so you knowing that the spellings you have to write for houseman are here. So this is I'm sending you in the chat box. Take a
Okay,
note
ma'am.
of the spelling,
Sure, ma'am.
Excuse
right?
me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, if it is a proper noun, will it affect the score if everything else is correct and these are like proper nouns, like, you know?
So definitely, and in anything you're not writing as per the lecture, so you're losing marks. So that's why I'm saying to keep a note of this word,
Okay.
houseman.
Yeah.
Learn it.
Okay, ma'am.
This is going to be a repeated lecture for you in the exam. So we'll be in a good position to write that spelling correct. Okay, and got 3, the speaker was talking about houseman. I'll send you the spelling to everyone. Renovation while Napoleon was in. Okay, and in the year, most of the neighborhood demolished by, since it was overcrowded. Furthermore, new wine open parks and squares were built. This is nice. Additionally, he, H should not be capital here because this is not the beginning of the sentence. Additionally, he, H need to be small. And aquariums across verbs too. In 1927, hospital was dismissed. And the speaker concluded that Paris was a dark, tired, and unhealthy place to live. Okay, yes, this is nice for 3. But yes, I'll saying the answer. So 1 or 2 things are not there, but this can be taken as a good answer on content, right? And
Okay, ma'am.
grammar-wise, I told you H need to be small,
Yeah.
and then houseman spelling, that's the another mistake. But
Yeah.
besides that, all good.
Okay, thanks.
Kimberly, the speaker was discussing about houseman. You know the spelling now. She primarily emphasized. Is it a male or female speaker?
She.
Male.
Email.
It's a female, all right. And the renovation of the okay, another book. Well, the demolition of medieval. Okay, yes, this is good. But yes, I'll just say the answer, which is I'll just quickly say the quick notes. But beside that, yes, you need to add a few information to make the good word count. Okay, this can be taken as a good answer, Kimberly.
Ma'am, it's 70 words. I can't add anything more.
No, it's like that. Fine, words doesn't matter till it's 70. Yeah, 71 is the problem, and it's okay. Yeah, I'll tell you what you can add in there. Besides the thing you have mentioned, we can exchange those things because the one I'll telling you that will be going to the keynote. Shiza, I'm discussing about the Nobelian program in a sophisticated way. Okay, so the first thing, the lecture is about houseman renovation of Paris. This is the lecture about, right?
Okay.
First sentence is gonna be this. She primarily emphasized the revolution was started in this. Additionally, he wrote about the construction of new parliament also when the war continued until 1927. The middle 19th century, the center of Paris became movement drug, dangerous and unhealthy good. Finally, it's for crucial information. And you stopped writing. This will affect your score badly, Shiza.
It is concluded that lecture provided crucial information. I'm not about because it is 70 words already. So I can't end it like this.
You have ended like it that finally it is concluded that lecture provided crucial information.
Yeah.
Maybe we can redesign this sentence.
Okay.
Finally, this is very interesting lecture.
Okay.
if you feel like you won't be able to type in the full sentence,
Mm-hmm.
so don't type in such a manner which seems like there is more to written, but word count didn't allow.
Okay.
So finally, this is very interesting later.
Okay.
Okay, thank you for your responses, guys. And actually, the keynotes I'm saying here, besides that, you have taken, yes, good information from the lecture. The years mentioned, like 1853, 1870, I won't be adding that one. And work continued till 1927. So those are the good keynotes. And what else you can write? The first thing you can mention, it is about Haussmann's renovation of Paris. Then the renovation was a vast public works program in which Napoleon III, that's what you need to add, Napoleon III instructed Housemen to bring air and light to the center of the city, right? Because the old Paris, as you have mentioned, how it was center of the city, and what he told else, construct new parks, squares, sewers, fountains, and aqueducts. Aqueducts, Aqueducts. The old Paris, how it was crowded, sorry, overcrowded, dark, dangerous, and unhealthy. So these things need to be there in the lecture, and besides that, you have added the years or other information maybe that's quite good, right? But this need to be there. The Napoleon 3 thing, you guys missed it, bringing light and air to the center of the city. This is also I haven't read in any answer. And vast public work program. That was the renovation was the vast public program in which Napoleon III instructed the housemen to do certain things, right? Okay, so this is how your question will be. The timing will be given to you, the word count will be. So this is how you need to send your responses, and always proofread your answer before submission for any sort of mistake which you can easily rectify there and then only, right? Okay, so besides that, you know that we had a Sunday class, and if I am just skipping these item types as we just practice these on Sunday, but definitely don't worry, I'll be adding them if you want me to. But yes, what we else missed on the class previous day is listening, right from dictation. So this is what we haven't practiced, and this is important question of PTE, add ups to your score, right? And after listening to a recording of a sentence, you have to type the sentence. That's the question here. Again, the score, of course, you are writing your answer. So listening and writing, two parameters are getting testing, and there is a partial credit for the writing. The problem that the audio will be 3 to 5 seconds only, right? For this item type, you will hear a short sentence. You have to type the sentence into the response box at the bottom of the screen, right? So same like that, as you are having a big box, here you will be having a small box, right? Instruction, the status box, the answer box. There are option cut, copy, paste, and I told you the word count. Here is the word count, and for the answer of the SST, you will be having a time left here as well. But here for this question, there won't be any time because you are managing your time, how much time you are consuming to write down your answer, right? So here, type as many correct words and focus on this one, correct words as you can remember into the response box in the correct order. So correct word and correct order will get you marks, right? You will score points for every correct word that you write in the response box. If you can remember a word but you are not sure where it goes, that you are not sure about of the order, use your own knowledge of grammar to help you decide, right? What does it mean? I know that there are words a cart carries a single object, right? But I just forgot that single where he said that, where the recording said single word in the sentence, right? Now but I know single word was there in the sentence. So I'll be using my own knowledge and I'll be fixing single word as per my own grammar knowledge. And of course, if you're using own grammar knowledge, you can easily understand a cart carries a, okay, here this can be adjusted, single object. And somehow I guess majority of the time we get the right sequence because grammatically we know sometime the word where it can go in the sentence, right? So this is how you can use it, and correct words will get you 1 mark. There are no negatives in here, right? So the time you're using to type the answer, that you have to manage. You need to be a good typer here, because the more time you're consuming, the less time you will be having for the remaining questions, right? And for this item type, you might have 3 to 5 right from dictation sentences. Minimum you will be having 3 questions, maximum they can be 4 or 5 as well, right? So 3 means, just a second. So 3 means if there are suppose 10 words in each, just in case. So the potential is 30 marks. So the potential is great here. This item type is one of the important question, and please pay concentration. This is not that difficult. It's easy, and definitely you're taking care of the spelling. If you're not taking care of the spelling, your written impartial credit will be getting affected. Same implements to the punctuation. The first letter need to be capital in the sentence. The last, there should always be a full stop, must be, right? If you feel like the sentence need commas, sentence need hyphen, semicolon, right? These are the things you might be using in the sentence. So just concentrate enough on the sentence and write that in the correct form with the right use of the punctuation marks as well, right? Unnecessarily do not add any punctuation mark. Mostly majority only first sentence capital and last full stop, that you have to take care. But yeah, sometime there can be a sentence out of 3 sentences you are typing which needs a comma to be placed in, which need a hyphen to be placed in, or which having a proper noun in between, like Australia. So a need to be capital, whether it's in the beginning, whether it's in the ending, whether it's in the middle of the sentence, because it's a proper noun, right? So these are the few things you're keeping in mind. Now be ready to type or write. So when you are listening to the sentence, before that your cursor need to be here in this box, right? It should not be placed here anywhere in the screen. Definitely here you are ready to type. If you feel like I am not a good typer, I'll mess the things, then be ready to write. Where you can write? On erasable notepad. So be ready to write in there. And after that, quickly transfer that in the space given. Don't fall behind the audio. You are falling behind the audio, you're missing the words, you won't be able to get to the next word, right? So it's important that maybe you writing or typing something, just type in an abbreviated form. Maybe if it's like next and next word, so quickly go to the next one, so that you are not missing the next words, right? And capture the meaning. Now I'm saying a card carries a single object. So you know this is something visually you also get. This is something you understanding the meaning. Okay, this is talking about a card, like a object used to carry things. And they are saying that only one object can be carried in that, right? So now I have the meaning. And even I forgot few of the words, but with the help of the meaning I captured, I can still frame a sentence with lot of similar sentences from the audio. So these are all the tricks you are using. Review in the end for sure. Just look for everything grammatically well placed, right? Spelling wise, punctuation wise, and connect logically in case. So this is very good one. Some reason you just not able to understand the sentence or take notes. Could be the case, you never know. Then you have to give your best shot based on whatever you remember. For example, how you can do that? If you only remember 2 to 3 words from the sentence, now I have a sentence of 5, 7 words, but I just remember 2 to 3 words from that. Then instead of just typing those 2, 3 words, combine them into a logical sentence and then type them into the response box, right? So you never know, maybe to the in those are such a word, they may be in the sentence, and just in case you're typing in, you're getting 1 mark for those every in written, a written, if it's that there in the original audio, right? But yes, those 2 3 words you remember, do write them. Practice core skills, right? Definitely, you know that this is very important for the entire PTE. Now this is the resources from the Pearson itself. You can use this link, and you can just have the practice resources from there, right? Which are given by the Pearson PT itself, right? Now I'll be playing the audios, and you guys will be typing the sentence on the chat box and sending it to me. Let's see how well you're sending your responses. Are you ready to listen? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, just a second. So right from dictation. And when we'll be done with this, I'll show you a image with the questions weightage. I think I do have it. I'll just look into this one. Give me a second, yes. So there is no negative marking. So 1 mark will be awarded for every correct word. But remember that only if the spelling is right. Understand, if I'm writing crucial and I'm writing crucial with K, right, which need to be with C, I won't be get mark. I won't be getting mark on the content as well because that word is not spelled correctly. So remember that spellings are very important to get that 1 mark. And singular and plurals, you know the trick here. Singular and plural, the trick is if you have a singular word there and you feel like I don't understand if this is resources or resource, right? You forgot that. Now what you can do, type both the words. Type resource as well, type resources as well. So whatever word is right, singular or plural, that will be picked. But remember that the best thing is like first get it properly while you are listening to it, right? And if you're taking notes, always take in the abbreviated forms because you won't be able to match up with the recording speed. 3 to 5 seconds, you won't be able to type every word spelled correctly or right? Always use abbreviated form like people. How we can abbreviate people, PPL. And if I have to write the globalization, now I'm not writing the whole word. I can only just write GLO, right? Glow. So I know that this word is globalization because it's not like something that short-term memory loss, right? Definitely I can remember for another 3-5 seconds that this word is globalization as from the abbreviated form I noted down. Okay, so here is the first sentence I'm playing. Just let me hear it for once. Just let me hear it if it's okay. Yeah, this one is good. Okay, so ready guys? I'm playing it.
Our group meeting will be held tomorrow in the library conference room.
Okay. Okay, got 3, 1 word. 2 words. Okay, the total potential of this question is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 marks, right? So got 3. Your score out of 12 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 is the score, got 3. Kimberly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, all the 12 marks. And Kamaljeet, out of 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so your score is 10 out of 12. I'm waiting for everyone response here. I'm not having 2-3 students. This is not a SST where you guys need to type a lot. This is one single sentence. And Shiza, your score out of 12 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 is your score. Guys, type in. This is a single sentence. 4 responses so far out of 10 people. Sameer, Selena, Pavan, Sukhdeep. Guys, type in. You guys are left. Okay, so the sentence here is, our group meeting will be held next morning. Our group meeting will be held tomorrow in the library conference room. Our group meeting will be held tomorrow in the library conference room. This is the answer here. Okay, I'm playing the next sentence. And if you are practicing, very good. If you not, try to involve in it. Okay, I'm playing it. Keep the mics off so that everyone can hear properly. Okay, I'm playing this one.
All staff must leave from the fire hydrant exit.
So total mark of this question, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So 9 is the total of this question, and out of 9, Kimberly, 9 marks. Selena, 9 marks. Sameer, 9 marks. Okay, now it's 8 marks. 8 marks, Sameer. Godfrey, 9 marks. Sukhdeep, no sentence. Okay, just I'll tell you one word. Okay, one mark. And Kamaljeet, 9 marks. Shiza, type in quickly. Pavan, okay, so Shiza, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7. 7 marks. All staff must leave from the fire hydrant exit. Okay, so 12 was from the previous question, 9 from this one. So you can see 21 marks potential only of 2 questions, 21 marks. If my counting mathematics is right, 12 and 9, yeah, somewhere. Okay, so if suppose there are 3 questions, so maybe that have another having 10 words in that, so 31 marks coming from only one item type, which is right from dictation. Now you can understand how important this question is, right? Okay, I'm playing the next sentence. And you keep on counting the marks you are getting out of that, because that will boost up your potential and boost up the confidence level. Okay, here is the third one.
All writers consciously or unconsciously represent their own cultures.
Spellings never type in the word when you are practicing with me here. Word document, because Word will autocorrect the spellings and you will never know your spelling mistakes are there. And very important to know what spellings you do not know how to type. Why? Because if your spelling is right, only then you are getting 1 mark for that word. If your spelling is incorrect, then you're not, then your score will be 0, right? So it's important that you must not type in the Word document. Type straight here in the chat box. There is no auto correction. So if your spelling's not right, you're knowing it, and there is a chance you can improve it. So here we got how many words? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Again, 9 words. And Selena, oh no, got 3 is the first answer you sent. So out of 9, okay. Impressive. So got 3, so all 9 to you. Good. Kimberly, 1, 2, 3,
I want to change it. I made a mistake.
4.
I made a mistake. I'll just change.
It's already done for you. You send it, it doesn't matter, but I'll be just marking it according to this one. You have submitted it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 6. 6 out of 9. Selena, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 out of 9. Sukdeep, spellings are wrong, so just one word which is exactly same. 1 mark. Sameer, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 marks. And Shiza, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 marks. And Kamaljeet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 marks. Kamaljeet. Anyone else typing? 7, 8. Okay, fine. So, let me just remove this one just a sec. Okay, so this sentence got 9 marks, right, in total. And this is the sentence. All writers consciously or unconsciously represent their own cultures. Is that right? Yeah. So do you see there are 2 plural words in there, writers and cultures, right? And consciously and unconsciously spelling need to be correct. Some students typed in, but the spellings are not right. Represent is singular only because this is like the word writers. So, you know, when it is plural, the verb doesn't have a CS with it. So this is how you can even understand where if you're going to put the S with the verb or not, right? It's plural or singular with the verbs, right? But noun, yeah, if you're listening them, only then you're knowing them. Okay, so the next sentence I'm playing. So you see out of 9, count down your score. Okay. Listen carefully this time. I want everyone you to write it right correctly. Playing it.
Conferences are all scheduled 2 weeks in advance.
The marks for on this sentence is 8 marks. Guthrie 7 marks. Kimberley 8 marks. Shiza 8 marks. Selena 8 marks. Sameer. Okay. Sameer 1, 2, 3. 3 marks. Pavan 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 marks. Okay, answer to this question is conferences are conferences are all scheduled 2 weeks in advance. Conferences are all scheduled 2 weeks in advance. Right?
So, in this question, if you write numerical 2, what will happen?
You will not be writing because this is always you are typing in words.
Oh.
Yeah, till the time there is no year mentioned like 1957, something like that, which won't be the case, like rare thing. So you are not typing in that numeric form. You are always typing in word because you getting mark for every correct word.
Word. Yeah, thank you.
All right. Nice question. Okay, this is the next one. And then, yeah. Okay, I'm playing it now.
Despite the protest, the chemistry department was closed down.
Type in. Just telling you the answers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And out of 9, Sameer, why you haven't put the first alphabet capital? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6, Sameer. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, Selena. Got 3. There is no need of this sign you have used in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. But you will be losing bit of credit here, writing partial credit. The words are fine. Words are 9 out of 9. Kimberly, this is again, there is no need to put this sign. And words are fine, 9. Pavan, the 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 marks. Shiza, no need to put this sign. And the words are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So 8 is the mark out of 9. So this is the, okay, I sent to Sameer only. Sorry. This is the answer here. Despite the protest, the chemistry department was closed down. So this is the sentence and you can judge it according to your responses. And this is the last sentence I'm playing in here. Okay, this one is lengthy, having more words, I mean around 12 or something. Pay attention, only then you will be able to capture. And when you're writing, write in abbreviated forms. Do not try to type the entire word, because that's how you will be losing the time. Okay, playing it.
Final year business students have to write a 5,000-word essay on market trends.
Godfrey, the score total is 15 marks, and out of 15 you got 10. Out of 15 it's 10 for you. Shiza, 10 marks. Selena, 10 marks, but question mark is not required. So you'll be losing punctuation scores here. Kimberly,
Sent you two, so should I, which should I write in
I
there?
already told the one thing about this number thing. So you have to follow that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. The punctuation mark, one is extra, one is required. That's fine. And words are all good. So 15 words, but yeah, the punctuation, who put punctuation hyphen before word? We never write like that. You understand?
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, anyone typing in? There are only 4 answers. Okay, Pavan. Good, thank you. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 marks, Pavan. I told you the singular plural mistakes will count you 1 mark. The word need to be written plural, you're writing singular, losing. It need to be singular, you're writing plural, losing that mark, right? Anyone typing? No? Okay, here you go with the answer. Final year business students. Final year business students have to write a 5,000 word essay on market trends. Hear it again. Compare the words with the audio.
Final year business students have to write a 5,000 word essay on market trends.
And when we write 5,000 something like that, we usually put hyphen in there. And I told already that you have to write in the word form. Every right word you will be getting 1 mark for, right? And if you followed the punctuation correctly, you will be getting mark. If you just missed it somewhere somehow, you will be losing mark. Same goes to the spelling, singular, plural. The word need to be students. You have written student, you're losing that 1 mark. The word need to be word, you're writing words, you're losing that mark, right? It is it can't be an. 5 doesn't need an to be written before, right? Okay, so the one last. So maybe this you get it and type in correctly. Yeah, this is easy, not so difficult. So ready to hear?
Interim grades will be posted on the board outside the student lounge.
Okay, got 3 your marks for this answer. So the total is 12. Total is 12. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 out of 12. Kimberly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 for you. Selena, your score is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 out of 12. Shiza, your is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So it is 8 for you. Waiting answer. Pavan, Sameer, Sukhdeep. Okay. Interim grades will be posted on the board outside the student lounge. Okay, guys, the sentence we type in here or sentence you hearing in here, like every day we do practice all the item types of the PTE, like one by one we try to cover all the item types. So I always tell you to remember the sentences, the words you're typing in, and the filling in the blanks, the option you're selecting for the MCQs. Why? Because you never know, those questions can be repeated for you in your real exam as well. Same implements to these questions, because normally I pick up the question which are repeated in the PT exam, right? So better if you can just remember if you have did any mistake, all right, so that you can remember that when it is interim grades, it is student lounge, it is will be posted on the board, so that if you're hearing the same sentence and the audio recording in the real exam, you're able to just type it as it is, right? And spellings as well, always practice in the word notepad, because if you practicing in the word document, you will be all the spellings will be auto corrected, the space errors will be auto corrected. You see the space errors, like suppose you have type in interim and you give two spaces, like two time you click the space bar, so this is also a mistake, like this is also a mistake on the sentence structure, the format of the sentence is not right, you haven't put the full stop at the end, you're losing mark on the punctuation, right? And you are just without need, if you just maybe capitalizing the s of the student here, so you again losing that mark because that capitalization is not required at all, right? So this all the things you need to keep in mind to fetch more and more marks, right? So good enough, or you want to do one more, or it's all good? Yeah,
One
One
more.
more.
one more. Okay,
Yes.
it's gonna be last one because we have only 5 minutes with us. Okay. Okay, here you go. I'm playing it. All yours.
Most theories were quite similar, but a few critics disagree.
Ten marks and got 3 out of 10. Seven marks. And Kimberly, 10 marks. Selena, 5 marks, but no full stop at the last, and the first alphabet need to be capital. So maybe you making this one as the first sentence. Okay, don't make it capital because this is not the first one. But don't forget to put a full stop at last. Anyone sending? Shiza, Pavan, Sameer, Sudeep, who left? Kamal. Okay, most theories or theories as we say it, theories as some pronunciation said, most theories were quite similar, but a few critics disagree. Full stop. So these are the words in the sentence. 10 words. 10 mark is the potential. So you can now understand if it's going to 10, 12, 9, right? So 10, 12, 9, you can clearly understand 31 out of 3. And if sometime, it's more than 3 question as well. So maybe it add more 7 marks to that. So maybe somehow around 38, 40 marks you are getting only from the right from dictation, right? Or maybe somehow 30, 35 marks you are getting somehow as per depending on the different words in the sentence you are typing in, right? So yeah, you want to ask a question?
Ma'am, I have a question. Is this out of 90 or is this out of some other score? Like 35 out of 90? Or like, is it like,
No, 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 no. How it's gonna be 35 out of 90? Because the overall scoring of the all of the item types, you can see its total is 90. There are 2 to 3 item types in every question, right? And the potential is only 2 marks, 1 mark, 3 mark, right? So the major portion is coming from the right from dictation and from your summarized spoken text as well, right? So obviously, if this is like 20, 25 marks, 30 marks, so yes, this is like how you can understand the importance of this question, right? Because the words depending on the word count of in the sentences equals to the marks imparted to your listening.
okay, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. So you see every other item type besides this. There are 6 item types in like except SST. So suppose there are 2 item type in 6, 12. Suppose there are 3 item type in 6, 18. You can understand now, right? So this is how the marking will be done. All right, so that's all for today. And I was about to show you an image, but I think I'm not having it handy here right now. Can you bear with me just a second?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll just show you if I find it right now. Website corrections. Send that image to me, myself only. So that tell you the division of the marking. You know, the important question, the mid average scoring question, and then the least scoring question, sort of that. So yeah, it's there. There. Link and image. Yes, this is here. Okay, I'll just share it with you. Just a second. I'm sharing it. Okay, you see this one? So in the red, the highest scoring total marks as per. You can take a quick screenshot and we will discuss this tomorrow. All right, so have you taken the shot? Okay, so I am stopping this here and we'll be discussing this tomorrow, right? Okay, so I'm ending this session for today, guys, and sorry it was a bit late because some issues with my connectivity, internet. All right, so yeah, tomorrow we'll be having class at the same time, 10, and finishing it off at 12. It is provided by CEC and it's every day throughout the week and even on Sunday as well, right? Okay, all good? Should I end this?
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, welcome, Godfrey,
Thank you,
Kimberly.
ma'am.
Welcome, guys, Selena. Yeah, bye-bye, guys. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, have a good day ahead. Bye-bye. Yeah.